What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So woke up to some pretty crazy news today. We have information in regards to the characters that are coming for the Treasure Map Sugo Fest, these Treasure Map Rare Recruits, as well as the Super Evolution for Whitebeard. Remember that the Treasure Map unit from now on is going to be a Super Evolution of the free-to-play Pirate King Adventures character that is given to us. This is interesting though, because the Whitebeard that you see here is actually changing his type. So he was originally a quick character, and he's now super evolving into a strength character. So that's interesting. It means that with all the additional copies that we got given, you want to actually have two copies. You want like one for strength and you want one for quick, just in case you need it, right? But then the other characters here, we've got a Yori, Nami, and a Luffy, and again, it's more WANO stuff, which is absolutely amazing. It's exactly what we wanted to see, especially when they first advertised, like, hey, you know, the new anime arc's starting, get excited, and then they drop another WANO badge on us, which is fantastic. I sincerely hope that this is the final WANO batch for a while. Though, saying that, there's likely going to be some celebratory send-off WANO celebration for the global anniversary, and there might be something for Kizuna Clash as well. We'll have to wait and see. Shout out to Solaris, though, for providing the data mines. Luffy, Nami, Yori, Super Evolution, Whitebeard. Let's get into it. Let's start off with Whitebeard first. So, we can't see the full artwork, but this character, Slasher Striker Strength. Captain ability is just slightly buffed, now becoming a 4.5 captain if you're below 50%, which is actually pretty good for a free-to-play captain. His crewmate ability is really good too. Reduces 1 turn of burn and immune to stun. So that's pretty good to have that as a crewmate ability. And then his special says that if you have 10% or lower HP when you launch the special, you apply 1.5 increased damage taken for 2 turns that ignores immunity to status effects. That's already very good for a free-to-play unit. Locks the chain at 2.75 to 40 for 3 turns. And then after that, reduces crew's current HP by 50%. But then reduces all enemy barriers by 2 turns, and then 5 turns of burn. This character just does a lot. So as a sub, he actually removes 6 turns of burn. That could be useful. And then it says if this character's slot is tandem when you launch the special, you further increase damage taken by 0.25, so he can become a 1.75 through immunity, which is pretty strong. And then applies increased damage taken status to all enemies for 1.5 for 1 turn, and then you also get the chain boundary for 2 turns. So you've got 2 different things happening. You've got a special, and when you launch it below 10%, you get the better version of the special, but you can still get something as long as he has a tandem slot. So it is a little bit weird, because it means if you're not below 10% and you don't have a tandem slot, you just don't get anything, I guess. I guess you might still get this. So that seems a bit weird, a little bit finicky, but I guess this could be a very useful special to have. The Super Tandem looks to be the same, 1.5 attack to Slasher Striker, and you only need to tap with one other unit on the list, which is actually very good. It looks like Roger is not a part of the Super Tandem, which would have been amazing for a character such as this. That's unfortunate. Odin is though, so that's kind of nice. And then he does have his PvP stuff, but no one really cares about free-to-play PvP characters all that much. Whitebeard, he seems like just a pretty generic Super Evolution, and I was really expecting more, because these PKA units, the fact that they're getting a Super Evolution upon release, they really deserve quite a big buff. And I get that changing his type is kind of nice with a Super Evo, but you know, they're replacing a free-to-play character with this Super Evo of a character that we just got, and they're not really changing a whole lot. So I would have loved to have seen a bit more added onto his kit. But increased damage taken through immunity for a free-to-play unit, that is pretty good. Let's move on to these other characters now. We've got Yori, Treasure Map Rare Recruit, of course. This character is not a legend, and this character's captain abilities, whatever. Limit Break Sailor ability. Tapping on this character with the Rainbow slot reduces Free Spirit resistance, and then tapping on with a WANO slot reduces Slasher resistance. So that's pretty cool. You got different resistances depending on what tap you do. And then the special ability removes all poison and blindness. This gets me a bit concerned, depending on how much blindness is in this treasure map. The fact that we have a special that removes the blindness rather than a crewmate ability, I hope it's not too much blindness. If this character has a Rainbow or a WANO slot when you launch the special, reduces counter heal, counter recovery duration by 6 turns. You don't really see this debuff all that much, but when it does occur, it can be a pain, especially if you're inflicted with a bunch of like health cuts and stuff. It could be very annoying. If the amount of HP beyond max HP healed before you launch the special is 30k or more, quick Slasher Free Spirit get 1500 base attack for 2 turns. and boosts quick, free spirit, and slasher characters' base attack by 1000 for 1 turn otherwise. So you still get a 1000 base attack boost, but it can be 1500, and then you also get a heal as well. So you remove the counter heal, you heal, poison, blindness, and base attack boost. This special's really not that great. I don't see this special being used all that much. The support are Kiku and Toko. Once per quest, if support character uses a special, heal 20% of max HP, and removes all poison. I mean, more poison removal is always good. You have to use a special to do it though, which I'm not a big fan of. Usually poison removal supports occur when you're inflicted with it, so the fact you have to use a dedicated special for it, not a big fan of that, but more poison removal obviously is always good. And pinch healing and critical hit. So that's Yori. The next one we have though is Nami. So Nami also not a Sugofest exclusive. Captain ability doesn't matter. Resist 2 turns of special reverse and heals 500 additional at the end of a turn, which is pretty good. You have the special ability, which reduces cooldown by 1. So I hate this. I don't like the fact that they reduce 2 turns of special reverse, but they only do it by 1 in the special. Would have loved if this was 2 turns, but at the end of the day, it makes Treasure Map, I guess, a little bit easier. It also removes 6 turns of despair, changes her own slot to rainbow, and if amount of HP beyond your max HP is healed 30k or more, quick type free spirit characters. So this is a quick unit that is also free spirit. Gets a 2.75 orb boost for 2 turns. And then quick and free spirit will still get a 2.5 orb boost for 2 turns. And then if you're below 10% HP, quick type strikers receive a 2.75 attack boost, and then quick and strikers get a 2.5 attack boost for 2 turns. I don't see like a major problem with this. Like, I like the fact that you have orb and attack boost potentially, and cooldown reduction, despair removal. But the fact that you have to have this HP beyond 30k to actually, it looks like you need that to actually get the orb boost. That's what it looks like. Unless if it's like, you need to heal beyond this threshold to get the quick type free spirit big orb boost. Because if that's the case, that's gonna suck. If you don't heal beyond this threshold to actually get any of the orb boosts, that really hurts this character overall. And being below 10% is not going to happen that often, so I don't really know how good this is actively going to be. And her support, Carrot, Speed, Otama, Shinobu, if you're inflicted with despair, reduce it by 1 and heal 4000 HP. That's a good support. That will see play. I don't have any issues with that at all. That's pretty solid. She has pinch healing and slotbind removal. So, we've talked about all of these characters, but we have this Monkey D. Luffy. Now, the big thing about this Luffy is that he is a mother truckin' Sugofest exclusive. So, not only are we getting another Treasure Map legend, this is our 3rd Treasure Map legend in a row, by the way, because when they introduced this new PK 5+ thing, you know, they did it with the Beppo Bluno Sunny-kun, they brought out Legend Kobe, the month after that, they brought out Green Bull, and now the month after that, they've brought out this new Legend Luffy. So this sets a really weird precedent moving forward where potentially, at least according to all evidence that we have, potentially every single treasure map moving forward may have a legend on it. I hope that's not the case. That's going to make it very annoying. Though I will say it also helps in some other ways because it's a lot easier to find like debuting TM legend friend captains rather than like TM booster characters. Just saying, it does make it a bit easier to find friend captains. Another reason why I don't like this is it's yet another WANO Sugofest exclusive, and it's yet another Luffy Sugofest exclusive character. So there's just lots of reasons why I don't like what they've done here. I also do kind of get it though, because Luffy didn't receive a Sugofest exclusive during the New Year celebration, so I guess this is kind of a way to shoehorn him in, but I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan of the fact that Luffy was selected as the Sugofest exclusive, and I don't really think it should have been Nami. I don't think it should have been Yori either. I don't really know what they were going to do for this TM batch. It really didn't make a lot of sense, like basically whatever they chose. But Luffy is the Sugofest exclusive, so get used to it, I suppose. Fighter, free spirit. Captain ability for this guy. Reduces cooldown by 1 at the start of the quest. Quick and free spirit get 1.5 HP. 5.25 times attack. 5.5 when you have a matching slot. 5.75 times when they have a tandem or a rainbow slot. So this is actually pretty big. Like 5.75 times attack is nothing to scoff at. Tandem slots very accessible. Rainbow slots not so much. But another reason why this could be good is that the Guild Tesaurus ship really wants you to have rainbow slots. So if you're one of those people that buffed the Guild Tesaurus ship, you are loving the fact that this guy wants to have rainbow slots because yeah, that ship is very, very good. Furthermore, it boosts all other characters by 4.75. So all of these like different multipliers occur for only Quick and Free Spirit, but everyone else still gets a 4.75. Strength Dex 10 and a matching, heals crew by 5 times recovery at the end of the turn, which is actually quite a lot. When the HP is below 30%, launches his special at the start of the next turn. Only once per quest, okay? This is a pretty good effect, so I assume in this TM, they're going to have some effect that health cuts you, which will automatically launch his special. And likely being at that low threshold, you know, the Nami and the Yori, which have specials that require you to be at low HP for certain effects, are probably going to be active. His crewmate ability does resist 6 turns of Special Bind, which is very good. If your captain is Free Spirit, reduces Paralysis by 1. If your captain is Quick, reduces Burn by 1. Again, very, very good sailor effects there. His special, so the special that will automatically launch when you're 30% or below, reduces Special Bind, Paralysis, and Burn, all by 6 turns, which is really good utility. 30k heal. Top and bottom row slots, including block, are changed into Rainbow, which, remember, Rainbow slots cannot be manipulated by the opponent, which is cool, because you can have some ways to lock them and stuff. If your crew has an attack buff status when you launch the special, you get a color affinity boost for Quick and Free Spirit characters by 2.75. And then it says boost Quick type Free Spirit characters attack by 3 times for 1 turn. And then boosts Quick and Free Spirit characters attack by 2.75 times for 1 turn otherwise. Right, so if you've already got an attack boost, you just get a major color affinity boost instead. Otherwise, you will get an attack boost. So this is pretty cool. It's got utility, it's got healing, it's got orb change, and it has a buff. Like, this is just a very good special ability. No complaints from me. It's at least in terms of what the character does, because the character is very good. But it's a freaking Luffy character, man. Like, come on. The super type, it is for super quick, and you need 2 of the listed characters, which is basically any of the Straw Hats, Yamato, Momo, or Otama, or you below 30% HP, which is pretty easy to get to, I suppose. The super special reduces Special Bind by 6, delays enemy for 1 turn, ignoring immunity to all status effects. And you get a 1.75 times delayed conditional boost as well. This is a fantastic super type. Very powerful effect. Special Bind removal and a guaranteed delay conditional. It's good. It's good. The support is for Momo and Yamato. And if you're inflicted with a paralysis, reduce it by 2 and heal 4,000. Again, like, that's very good. Like, Momo and Yamato, just getting more supports is always a good thing. Specifically Yamato. Yamato doesn't get access to amazing supports, but more recently, towards the end of Wano, they've definitely been giving Yamato more and more supports, which is good. Like, Legend Sugo Rare Nami has access to supports for Yamato. There's a couple of them now, so Yamato gets access to something else. I get why they're doing this though, like give it like at the end, just giving all these characters good supports, because we're going to be moving away from Wano, I would hope soon, and this gives them ways to give these characters some type of buff before we move on to something else, so I guess it's okay. And has hunger removal, only by 2 stacks though. For a Sugo Fest exclusive, this needs to be at least 3, that's really, really dumb. Pinch healing and final tap, for some reason this character's got final tap. And the final tap will give a base attack boost to the character that can stack with everything. So 2,500 base attack if you have 60,000 HP left. But at a bare minimum, even if you only got 1 HP, you still get a 1,000 base attack boost. Base attack boosting final taps are terrible. This is not good. You wouldn't even feed tablets to this. You wouldn't go for dupes on this character. This is just not that good. Not very good at all. As for Rumble, quick teammates, 5 HP, 5 speed, fighters, 5 attack. So this guy's trying to build a quick fighter team. Nothing comes to my head straight away in terms of characters that are both quick and fighter that are good in Rumble. I can't think of one off the top of my head, so this seems a little bit weird. And then his special ability targets quick teammates for 7 defense for 20 seconds. That's a lot. 7 attack. And if you have 5 or more fighters, targets team for 100% chance to remove stat reducing effects. And then your teammates get a 3 times recovery heal. The fact that he gives recovery healing and he doesn't give recovery buffs in his Rumble ability is a little odd. Probably would have added that in some capacity. That's a little weird. And the special is, like, fine, I guess. But you need 5 fighters on the crew to actually make it work. Yeah, it's a little weird. He doesn't even have GP stuff. Yeah, so Luffy in Rumble, I don't think he's going to see play. This character is actually good. Like, he's got some very nice effects. The captain ability is, like, it's fine, I guess. There's no, like major utility in the captain, but the utility in the special and the super type is very good. Yeah, I don't really have a complaint about the kit itself. What I am pissed off about, though, is the fact that they decided to pick another Luffy, which is annoying. Nami and Yori, and then Whitebeard getting the 5+, and Whitebeard, in my opinion, should have been a bit better than what he currently is. So that's the rundown of all the info that we have. Once again, shout out to Solaris for providing the data mine information for you guys in this video. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about this treasure map batch? It looks horrendous. And considering the utility, especially on Luffy, I am concerned to see what the breakdown is for the treasure map gimmicks. I think it's going to be a very, very annoying treasure map. But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.